Okay, so we are now on item number 66. So it refers to a crime against chastity which is committed against an individual person. So the keyword here is crimes against chastity. Okay, so is it overt act, victimless crime, private crime, or public crime? So of course, kasi chastity are most of the crimes against chastity are private crimes. They cannot be filed de officio, no? Kailangan kasi yun lang mga authorized person are allowed to file the crime, no? Kaya nga tawag sa private crimes like concubinage, adultery, hindi pwedeng i-file kung sino-sino lang yan. Dapat yung offended spouse lang, seduction, abduction, acts of lascivious business. Hindi kung sino-sino pwede mag-file dyan. It's only the offended party, yung biktima mismo, yung parents, grandparents, guardian. Sila lang ang pwede mag-file ng kaso. There is imprudence when the commission of crime there is. Okay? So, the keyword is imprudence. Okay? Kailan natin masabi na may imprudence? Is it A, negligence? B, deficiency of perception? C, deficiency of action? Or D, lack of foresight? So, the best answer here is of course yung deficiency of action because what is being asked is imprudence. Hindi reckless, hindi recklessness o imprudence. There is what we call deficiency of action. 68. Criminal adopts what system of criminal procedure? So, what system ang inadapt ng Pilipinas? According to Atty. Gaboy is adversarial. Itong tawag sa adversarial. That's according to Attorney Gabaw. So, again, now there are two approaches, adversarial at saka inquisitorial. Sa adversarial, it assumes innocence. Innocente ka. Okay, there's presumption of innocence. But in inquisitorial, this is assumption of guilt. Guilty ka na. So, yung accused ay magpo-prove na hindi siya guilty. But dito sa adversarial, yung prosecutor ang magpo-prove na guilty yung accused kasi nga innocent siya. And according to Antonio Nagaba, we are following adversarial approach. 69. A paper containing a suicide note was presented as evidence in court to show that there was no foul play in the killing of John. What kind of evidence is the paper if presented as to existence? Take note, suicide note as to existence. Is it object evidence, physical evidence, documentary evidence, or testimonial evidence? So of course the answer there is object kasi nga existence. Suicide note is an object evidence if it's presented as to existence. But if it is presented as to its content, yung content ang pinipresent, ano nakalagay sa suicide note, then it is documentary evidence. Okay, documentary evidence. So, tingnan natin. So, object evidence is, ito yung tangible thing, submitted to court for inspection. So, other term for that is autoptic evidence. The keyword lang naman sa object evidence is yung it addresses the senses of the court. Court can examine it, okay, can taste it, no? Can observe it. So, yan yung object. So, again, pag ang tinatanong is content, then documentary. Pero pag existence, then that's object. Object yan. 70. It is known as examination in chief of a witness during court proceedings. So, the keyword here is examination in chief of a witness. Examination in chief of a witness. Is it cross-examination, redirect examination, direct examination, or recross examination? So, this is, of course, direct examination. Okay? So, examination in chief is direct examination. Okay, tingnan natin. Yan. Direct examination is examination in chief of a witness by the party presenting him. Okay? Cross-examination is examination of witness by the adverse party. Adverse party nung nag-examine ito. Redirect, re-examination of witness by the party calling him to explain or supplement the answer given in the cross-examination. So yan, direct exam, cross-exam, redirect, recross. Examination in chief is direct examination. Okay? 71. Pedro gets the cellphone of Peter without his express consent. Is Pedro criminally liable? Okay? So dito, kinuha yung cellphone without the express consent of the owner. Is the person criminal liable? Yes, with theft. B, yes, with qualified theft. C, no, because there was no threat or violence. No, because it is an absolutory cause. So, given that fact alone, no, yung fact alone na, we can conclude that he is liable for theft. Kasi taking an object without the express consent of the owner is theft. Okay? Theft. And in theft, walang ano yan, walang frustrated theft eh. It's only attempted or consummated theft. Okay? The moment you get hold of a thing, even if you don't have the opportunity to dispose it, that's already consummated theft. Consummated theft na yan. Okay? 72. What if Pedro is the best friend of Peter? So, nilagyan na ha, may additional, best friend of Peter. And the latter allowed Pedro to stay in the house. So, pinatira sa bahay. Stayed in the house. Is Pedro criminal for stealing the cellphone of Peter? Nagnakaw pa rin, nakawan pa rin siya. No? So, this time, there is a twisting of facts a little. Best friend na sila. Tapos, pinatira sa bahay. Is Pedro criminal for stealing the cellphone of Peter? Is it A, yes, with theft. B, yes, with qualified theft. No, because there was no threat or violence. No, because this is an absolutory cause. So, well, ang tamang sagot dyan is, of course, qualified theft. Bakit qualified theft na? There is abuse of confidence and there is ungratefulness. Pinatira mo na sa bahay, nagtiwala sa kanya, ninakawan ka pa. So, that is one of the elements of qualified theft. No, that is qualified theft. Okay. 23. Suppose Pedro is the father of Peter. So this time, change naman yung facts. So, tinitwist. Naging father na naman. No? Suppose Pedro is the father of Peter. Is the father criminal for stealing the property of the son? Okay. So, yung father ang nagnakaw sa anak. Is it A, yes, with theft? B, yes, with qualified theft? No, because there was no threat or violence. Or no, because this is an absolutory cause. So, the answer is, of course, no. That is absurd to us, okay? Hindi mo kasi pwedeng ikasuhan yung father. Yeah. Ito. Person exempt from criminality. No criminal but only civil liability shall result from the commission of crime of theft, swindling, or malicious mischief. PMS. So, tatlong kaso, no? Theft, swindling, malicious mischief. Magsira ng bagay-bagay. Committed cause mutually by the following person. Mutually. Spouse, ascendants, descendants. Asawa, anak, ascendants pala is yung father, mother, grandparents, descendants, yung anak, apo. Okay? And that is by painting the same line. The widowed spouse with respect to the property which belong to the deceased spouse. And take note, brothers, sisters, brothers-in-law, and sisters-in-law if living together. Okay? So, ganito. Hindi mo pwedeng yung wife hindi pwedeng kasuhan yung husband ng theft, swindling, malicious mischief. Ganon din yung husband, no? Mutually. So, ganon din yung anak. What if yung anak magnakaw sa parents? The anak is not criminal liable. The father, nagnakaw sa anak, hindi rin criminal liable. Malicious mischief, kung manira ng gamit yung anak sa bahay, hindi siya liable. Yung father din, kung manira ng gamit sa bahay, hindi siya liable ng malicious mischief, baka liable siya ng RA 9262. 9262. Okay? Brothers and sisters, magkapatid, no? Including brothers-in-law, sister-in-law, nagnakaw. Then they are not criminal liable, which that's absolutory cause. Okay, brothers-in-law, sisters-in-law, as long as they are living together. Okay, they are living together. If they are living together, then hindi naman mag-apply itong provision na to. Okay? So, yan yung tatanong. Anong tatlong bagay na hindi pwedeng kaso? Theft, swindling, malicious mischief. Yung swindling, panloloko. For example, yung isang anak, sabi ng anak, "Ma, may project kami." "Anong project?" "ML." "Ano ba? Magkano naman?" "1,000 ma." O, niloko yung mother, project daw, hindi pala. So, swindling yun, panloloko yun. There's deceit, no? There's defrauding. So, Liable ba yung anak sa panloloko sa parents niya? Hindi. What if ang niloko yung mother, niloko niya yung anak? So, hindi rin. Pati lolo at lola at saka yung apo. Walang magkapatid. Hindi pwedeng ikaso yan. Yung tatlo na yan, theft, swindling, malicious mischief. But again, I would like to begin. Kung yung anak mangsira ng gamit sa bahay, okay lang yan. Yung wife mangsira ng gamit sa bahay, okay lang yan. Yung husband mangsira ng gamit sa bahay, it could be psychological abuse. Kaya pwede siya kasuhan ng RA 9262. Okay? Suppose Pedro is stepbrother. Ito stepbrother naman o Peter, stepbrother. And they are living together. Okay, living together. Is Pedro criminal for stealing the property of Peter? Yes, with theft. Yes, with qualified theft. No, because there was no threat or violence. No, because this is an absolute cause. Ang tama sagot dyan, qualified theft. When they are living together eh. So, ungratefulness or abuse of confidence. Stepbrother rin. Kasali bang stepbrother? Hindi. So, brothers and sisters, ang kasali, brothers-in-law and sisters-in-law. Okay? Brothers and sisters, at saka brothers-in-law and sisters-in-law. Hindi kasali yung stepbrother. Hindi kasali yung stepbrother. Kaya liable pa rin yung stepbrother. Okay? For qualified debt. Kasi nga, they are living together. So, there is obvious ungratefulness o di kaya there is abuse of confidence kasi nakatira siya sa isang bubong. What if Pedro steals fish from the fish pond? So, kung fish galing sa fish pond is a former criminal label, is it A, yes, with theft? B, yes, with qualified theft? No, because there was no threat or violence. D, no, because this is absolute cause. Of course, ang sagot din is qualified theft. If you steal fish from fish pond, that's qualified theft. If you steal coconut from the coconut plantation, that's qualified theft. At hindi naman nakalagay doon yung relationship. Okay? Hindi nakalagay yung relationship. So, every time you answer a situation, you always stick to the facts given. Always take the facts given. Huwag kayong mag-add. Do not add anything. No? Uy, di ba sabi kayo na, brother, hindi na, wala na. Ano na yun eh, suppose yun eh. So, huwag kayong mag-add ng facts. What is being asked, yun lang. Okay? I think that would be all for this session. Thank you and